What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Wazat Talks, an American talking about Manchester United. And we're going to be diving into our predictions for the game against West Ham tomorrow night. For me, going to be really late for you all in the UK. We'll talk about that. And Ruben Amorim has also had his first big press conference, so we'll take a look at some of that on X here in just a bit. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are growing like crazy, and that is thanks to you guys on the road to 250 subscribers. At the moment, we're at 127, so let's keep it up, guys. Keep knocking it out of the park. Join the community, as well as we do have a live stream tomorrow if you guys want to hop on and watch the game live. Again, 7 p.m. Eastern here in the United States. Going to be played at MetLife Stadium, where they hosted the Club World Cup final, as well as the World Cup final for next season, going up against the Hammers of West Ham United. Injuries, obviously, Onana and Martinez out. Somerville, I didn't know he is going to be out for the game, which is a bit of a bummer. But you can see over the last bunch of matches, United 28-9 against West Ham. And looking at the last two matchups, though, West Ham have won 2-0, 2-1. Before that, United 3-0, 2-0 West Ham, 1-0 West Ham, 3-1 United, 1-0 United. But that's going back a little too far into the weeds. But yeah, it has been pretty tight the past couple of meetings. We're not going to do a lineup prediction. I expect it to be very similar to last time, although I will say I do think Mbeumo does get an appearance, whether that is in the first or second half. Should be an interesting game. Who will win? Honestly, I would love to see a United win, but I think we're going to get another draw. It is 77, 13, 10 on the percentages out of 2,900 votes. I think it's going to be a draw. Could honestly see a 2-2, 1-1. I would love to see 2-2. Obviously, a win for United is what we would like to see. But if I had to put a score prediction, I'm going to say 1-1 is the final. West Ham United kind of clashing back and forth. Teams still trying to figure out how they're going to be playing, how their formation works, how things are going. It's still pretty early to tell. Plus, the teams trying to fight the heat in the U.S., especially being at MetLife. At least it is indeed a night game, so that should help a little bit. But it'll still be pretty warm for this matchup. Expect a similar type back line. Mazraoui, De Ligt, maybe even throw Haven in there for starting back three. I think Fernandez is going to start with Kobe Mainu in the midfield. Casemiro will come on into the second half. I think Dorgu probably getting the start on the left. On the right could be Dalot, could be somebody else. I think Dalot will get the start. I think Cunha gets the start. I don't think Mbeumo is going to get the start, so they'll probably put Ahmad up there in the number 10. And then for striker, it could be Højlund who gets the start. It could be Obi. It could be somebody else. So that's my thoughts on the lineup. I'm not going to actually fully predict it, but we will be live streaming the game tomorrow night for me, really early for you guys. And my official prediction, is going to be 1-1 for the final. Would love a cheeky little 2-1, 3-1, or even 3-2 victory for United. That would be nice, but I think that is also a little unrealistic given how the team looked last time out. Not really looking that much of an attacking threat with anyone up top, so hopefully they can at least get one past the pipes. And I think Bayender or even Heaton might get the start in goal. I did forget about the goaltender position, but that's my thoughts on the game. In terms of interview with Ruben Amorim, it seems to be quite recently has had an interview. Right now, our club needs to be very careful when it comes to signing new players. If we have to begin the season with this group, I'm fine with that because all the players here want to be part of this team, and that's the most important thing to me. That is a bad sign. And maybe foreshadowing the ability or inability of being able to bring in new players. Any concern that value of players wanting to leave could be reduced. I understand maybe other clubs are waiting for the last minute, but they can have a surprise. I'm ready to receive the players They have more competition if they want to play in the World Cup. Next year they will need to play, so I'm happy with that. I have more options, and if they have to fight each other to play, that is perfect. Not really too sure what he's getting at right there. Don't really care what Rio Ferdinand has to say. This is interesting on Luke Shaw. Amarim saying this. Luke Shaw is a world-class player. That's the feeling I get when he touches the ball. His quality is one-on-one situations. England played 2 finals, and he was there. That means something. He needs to be in form. He's training well at the moment and has a lot of competition this season. He needs to stay fit. That's an understatement of the century in he needs to stay fit. But world-class player, I don't know what Amarim's smoking right there. I think this guy is on the back 9 of his career. Really hope, let's say we could get one good season out of him. Hopefully can sell him after that. That would be great, but that quote just kind of blows my mind. This one as well. Bruno Fernandes, can play deeper. We can change during the match, but I think 10 is a good position for him, and that we sometimes miss him in that role when he drops back to get the ball. I like when he has the ball, and with the threat that Brian Mbeumo, Rasmus Højlund, and Matthias Cunha pose in space, we need to utilize the quality of a player like Bruno. Him pointing out Højlund in that quote actually speaks to me that, and obviously they've been trying to get a new striker into the club, but that speaks to me right there, like Højlund's his guy. And whether Højlund's been having a good preseason, has looked good, we'll have to wait and see how he looks tomorrow. I expect him to get some game time against West Ham. But that just tells me that that's his guy, and he really is okay going into the season with Højlund as his number 1 striker. So could this be a year that Højlund pops off? We'll have to wait and see, but that is a bit puzzling seeing that. Imran on signing Premier League players. We need experience. Cunha is young, but with experience. That was a policy we try to use this season, so I say yes. It's not just that. They have characteristics that we need, but we buy players who can face this kind of pressure. Yes, so him saying that they buy players who have Premier League experience is a good thing, and him referencing Cunha having experience yet being young, I think is a positive sign. Emran on Kobe Mainu. He can play in both midfield positions. He played higher up last season. His best position is close to the ball, with the ball. He's a great talent. He needs to increase the tempo of his game. I tell him all the time. So maybe potential of obviously him not being his guy. We saw that with starting the preseason last game against Leeds with Fernandes and Casemiro in that deeper role in the midfield. So can Kobe find a way to get into that by basically bumping out Casemiro because Fernandes is not coming off the pitch? We will have to wait and see. Cunha having a press conference. But yeah, that's really it. Them doing the press conferences is great. With Cunha and Mbeumo, we are a much better team. Understatement of the century, but I still think we do need a striker. But from what we saw a little bit above on this Twitter feed, it seems that Højlund is his guy. Mbeumo and Cunha can play goal scorers. We also have Josh and Rasmus. I'm happy. That just goes to show. I think he's content and happy with having Xerxes and Højlund as his 2 main strikers. And it's potentially downplaying the fact that they cannot even bring in a striker because they just fumble how they handle it. So we're going to have to wait and see how things shake up with the striker position. Obviously, goalkeeper talks, Layman's, Martinez, I know that's there. The Ollie Watkins news dropping yesterday of Villa not wanting to sell him anymore to United. I know United tried to move in on loan for him. There's talks that Garnacho could be going to Villa. There's a lot going on, but I still think that they're not going to make any moves while on tour. Just going to be hearsay and talks, so we'll have to wait and see. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like, thumbs up on it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Again, be sure to tune into the live stream tomorrow as we get ready for this game going up against West Ham United. But that's going to be it for this one, and we will catch you in the live stream tomorrow.